It's easier than I thought it'd be. Okay. I don't expect anybody to get on here, but I wanted to try the live feed out anyways. Hopefully the audio is working. I haven't used the mic in a while, but I'm gonna go over what we got going on here. I sold the rusty rig, bought another boat, and I've been working on it. So I've been busy. And then I've been fishing tournaments too. So let's turn this around here. What we got here is, hey, say hi. All right, watch out, bud. What we have here is a Tracker Target 18. This boat here is going to be the new tournament boat. I've got a lot of work to do to it. It has quite a few issues. The build on Trackers is not the greatest. A lot of welds are busted. It's going to be hard to show you with the lighting, but there's a lot of welds that are busted.
Yeah, they are.
And then there's let's see. Oh, there we go.
Those ones.
Why can't? Hey, what's up, Clint?
All of these?
Oh, I don't know why this one. Anyway, so this is what I got going on. Let me back up here so you can see it better. I got a Tracker Target 18. This thing's kind of a junk boat as far as build goes. This split here, whenever we lifted this up, but it was already split. We've got a lot of welds that are broke. I'm going to be going through redoing all the welds, and then I'm going to be adding stringers all the way up. These are only stitched in. The welds are crap. But so we're going to be doing a dual console setup. I'm going to be designing the consoles, the windshields. Where my son is sitting, we're going to actually have a live well. It's going to be about 85, 90 gallons. And then it's the whole front end. Oh, let me see if I can get my fat butt in here. The whole front end is going to be done differently. We're actually going to bring the front all the way up to here, all the way around, and then bring it back to the consoles. And then that way no water can get in. We're going to put a aluminum plate there. We're going to have a storage here, open these up, put the batteries down. And then so there's going to be a door coming up, storage, another door. The battery is going to be underneath. It's going to be the live well and then the consoles. I am doing that because I want as much room as possible back here. The transom is going to get completely cut off, redone with a full transom, offshore platform, and then I'm going to talk to him and see if he'll extend it 2 feet because I want to make it a 20-foot boat. But you can see some of this has already come off here. These, the rivets came off when I was transporting it. But anyway, I'm going to go through and actually weld that on. We're going to bring these straight down. So on these boats, this is the 2000 Tracker Target. Watch out, bud. On these boats here, for some reason, they decided to bring this in, and it takes away a lot of the space. These are going to get taken straight down. There's still going to be rod locker on both sides. This side is off. It's actually sitting right there. But we're going to utilize this. There is a gap right here. This is where the small bait well used to be. I'm actually going to flatten that out, flush it, and that's going to be a little cutout right there, and that's going to be set up for that's going to be set up for the fire extinguisher, the Perka switch, and stuff like that. But the whole thing's going to get redone. Like everything on this boat, it's not going to be a tracker anymore. Everything tracker is getting ripped off of it. I'm going to be extending Let's see what. I'll get to that in a second. So I'm actually going to extend that back. Run a. We're going to build our own our own fuel cell. Since I got a TIG welder now, I will not be welding this in. I've never done the transom before. That's a lot of welding. I'm going to leave that to the expert. Since I'm going to extend it 2 foot, this will be an 18-foot boat turned into a 20-footer. It's going to have a 2-foot offshore platform on the back. And I'm going to look into powering it with a brand new Mercury Pro XS or the Yamaha Show 200. And the reason I'm going to go with one of the 200s is because the blocks are identical to the 300. The Pro XS block on a 200 is identical. So I'm going to look and see what it takes to bump the power to 300 and run it with the 200 stickers. So everything will be technically 200, and I'm going to run it at 300 horse. What's up, Chad? I don't know why, but the comments won't stay up, so I gotta just look at them here. Anyway, so it will have a ton of horsepower. Right now we have a 150. The motor we got for it. Stop. The motor I have for it right now is a Mariner. It's a 97 150 Mariner. That's what came with the boat. But once we cut all this out, extend it, raise the transom all the way across, put the offshore platform on it, it's going to be able to handle a lot more power. I mean, it's going to be able to handle the weight. Like I said, if you look at the specs for a Mercury Pro XS, the 2021 models, the 200 and the 300 are identical as far as specs go. Same block, same everything. So it's going to get a 200 block or a 200 motor on it, and I'm going to look at bumping it to 300, or I'm going to put the VMAX on here. And it will in turn be set up to 300 plus horsepower, but it will have a new motor on it. But this is what a tracker looks like when they're gutted, completely gutted. Tons of crappy welds. These here were just, this was off. This was a piece that came out for the rod locker. All of these were off already. They were such crappy tacks that they weren't even connected anymore. Don't ever buy a tracker unless you plan on doing a full gut restore, do whatever. Don't ever buy a tracker. I mean, their welds are crap. They're cold welds on a lot of these. Same thing on this side. We did have to cut these off. Some of them were on there, some of them were not. But yeah, this started off as a tracker Targa 18. Get a full view of that again. So tracker Targa 18, it's 2000 model. The 2000 models, I don't know what year they stopped doing it, but the 2000 models have wood in the transom. So if you happen to buy one, check the wood. This one's wood. The transom had a slight little bit of wave to it. It moved a little bit. Whenever we started investigating, there was a crack in here. You could see right there that it's split. The whole transom, the supports, a lot of the supports down here were coming off. None of the welds were holding. Basically, it's rated for a 175 for this exact model, and there's no way in heck I would have put a 175 on it, not the way they're built. And you can see they used treated lumber, and it's already taking a toll on the aluminum. So, how big a fuel cell? I'm going to go with a 6-foot fuel cell. It's only 8.5 inch deep from top to bottom there. I think it's just over 8.5. So we're going to fill that, and then we're going to angle it with it. We're going to run about 72 inches. It's going to be somewhere around 55 to 60 gallons. So I'm gonna get it as close to 60 gallons as possible. Let's turn that around. I know you don't want to see my ugly face, but turn this around for a second. Let's see if got any other questions or whatever. Okay, I haven't been on my YouTube channel in a while. I haven't made a video in a while. I've been busy. Sold the Rusty rig, bought this, been gutting it. Fishing tournaments. I've been doing a lot of practicing on the river. Kind of hard to shoot video and then put that video out showing where you're fishing and then go try to fish a tournament after you just showed everybody where you're fishing. Even though we ain't been catching crap anyway, so it ain't gonna really benefit anybody. So if anybody's fishing the Alton Classic, don't follow us. We have no idea what we're doing. We've been catching fish in St. Louis, but we haven't been catching fish to win a tournament. What's up, Mike? You want to see what your boat looks like when it's naked? Check this out, man. Look at this. That's what they look like when they're naked. So there's a reason I left this framing up here. I'll go over it in a second. I mean, I was kind of talking a little bit before anybody got on, but I'll go over that in a second. This is what the boat looks like naked. And as far as it goes, Mike, the things to look for on the Tracker Targa, check your rod locker. These welds, they're just not even a good tack. They're just crappy tacks all the way across. Check to see if that's holding. That's actually easier to get to. You can pull them off and redo the welds on there a lot easier. These here are not in there very, very well. It's all held on together, but it's just rivets holding that across. This one fell off transporting it home here. I have it sitting over here. I'm gonna be running welds across that and reusing it. But anyway, I would look down and check your welds for your, there's another plate that goes here. Check your welds for your supports. And then, yeah, you hear that? So let's come up here. Let me show you what this is for. So this here will be staying here. The only reason it's going to be staying here, I don't know if who was on here. I don't think anybody was on here, but we're going to actually weld it. We're going to frame it and weld it all the way up and across. It's going to be fully welded in. It's going to look similar to a Monster Cat on the front deck. So it's just going to have a little bit of a lip right there. I think it's about, I don't know, 3.5 inch, 4 inch lip. It's going to be welded tight to it. It's going to have a storage that raises up. And then there's going to be an aluminum piece across there. Those are going to get separated. Kind of like prom night. These are going to get separated. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to have a plate down there. We're going to have another storage door. So you're going to have the cover up here with the storage door. It's going to open up down here to another storage door. The batteries are actually going to be down in there. And then you'll have the anchor and whatnot up there. Put a toilet in it. Oh, you going to be at the Alton Classic? Sweet. I'll see you there, man. I'll be there. Put a toilet in it. We always take the bucket and the loo. Where's it at? That's the toilet right there, buddy. It goes on the boat with us. But anyway, so we're going to raise that all the way up. We're going to build the platform up and actually put a live well up here. I know a lot of people are against live wells on the front of the boat. I prefer live wells on the live well on the front of the boat for a couple of reasons. I'll get to that in a second. But we're putting a live well on the front. It's going to be 85, 90 gallon live well. It's going to be fully plumbed with the flow right. Pump in, pump out, an overflow on the other side. It's going to have oxygen. I mean, it's already set up for multiple intakes. So we're going to have multiple fills for it. We're going to have 2 different drains for it. I mean, it's going to be fully rigged out. And then we're going to have the consoles. I'm going to design and build the windshields for it. And then it's not going to be as big as Sea Ark or Stormcats. It's going to look more like, basically, if you know what a Duckworth boat looks like, I think it's the Avenger or something like that. This boat's going to be modeled something similar to the Duckworth Avenger, whatever it's called. I don't know. It's one of them boats. But anyway, so you're going to have all that. Then you're going to come up here. So right here is roughly where the consoles are going to be. So you're going to be standing right here and have all of this space. except you're going to have more space because I'm going to talk to them about extending the boat 2 feet, raising the transom all the way across. So it's going to have a full transom. Transom is going to be anywhere from 10 to 15 inches thick. And then it's going to have an offshore platform. And I will be running around 300 horse on this. Get done with yours. You could do. Yeah. Yeah, I like doing these projects, Mike. I really enjoy them. But there's some stuff that I'm not going to do. Once I see it done, I could probably weld it and make my own. But Black Dog Welding is the man. Vince is going to be the one that builds the back platform, builds the transom and everything else. It's going to be rated, or it's going to be able to withstand the 500 something horse or 500 some pound motor. So it's going to be more than capable to be able to hold on to that much weight, because the offshore platforms do have their own pods on them, which adds buoyancy for the bigger motors. So this boat's going to have the room of a 20-footer, but more room than any other 20-footer because it's going to go all the way back. The live well is going to be at the front. I want room. You get big boys like us in here, you got to have room. But yeah, that's pretty much the goal with it. We're going to go full transom, offshore platform, and like I said, if you know what a Duckworth looks like, it's going to look like one of those. So yeah, this thing's going to it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun build. Dad and I is building this boat together, and we're going to fish together. So our plan is to have it ready by next tournament season. So we're going to have the boat done. Hopefully, we're going to start off with the 150 we got, because 200 anywhere from $16 to $1,000 is a lot of money. So we're going to start with the 150 that came with the boat. We're going to run it until we get everything squared away, make sure the boat's good. Before we go waste some money like that on a bigger motor, we're going to run it, make sure it handles, make sure everything's square. Once everything's good on it, we're going to go ahead and get the big motor. So the motor will be coming probably late spring, something like that. But as far as the boat itself, I'm going to have it done this winter. So it's going to have a Terrova. I don't know if it needs a 60, 72 inch, but it's going to have a Terrova on the front, 112. It's going to have lithium batteries. It's going to have Solix 15 plus another Solix 10 or something on the back for bumping. So you're going to sell the motor that came with it. Yes, we are. Right now, we're actually redoing some stuff on the motor. We just went through the lower unit, and we put all new seals in it. We put all new seals and everything in the lower unit. I got to get another housing for the impeller, so it's all going to be pretty fresh. I'm going to rip off all the carburetors, go through all that, put all new filters on it, all new fuel lines. It's still got the oiling system. It's 2-stroke. It's a 97 150, so it's going to have the oiler and everything still works. But I'm going to go through, and the motor is going to be legit before I do anything with it. I've got to get new cables for it. But yeah, no, we're going to sell the motor whenever we're done with it. I just need to make sure that I got the boat squared away before we look into selling the motor. So I don't know why I got to keep touching the screen, because the comments keep going away. All right. So yeah, no. Next time I go live on YouTube, now that I know how it works, next time I go live, we're going to be on the water. I've got a tournament coming up. I've got a tournament coming up this Saturday. I will not be able to do any live feeds for it. And now I got a tournament the following Saturday. I'm not doing live feeds for it either. I do have Paula Cathy Smith coming out. She'll be coming out within the next couple weeks or so. So we're going to be running some YouTube videos. I'm going to be filming during those time frames. We'll most likely end up doing live feeds. So she'll be coming out to fish the Mississippi with us. And then we've got a few weeks until another tournament, so I'll have some time to go out and make some more videos. I've actually got to put some videos together. I still got some footage, but I just haven't been around to do it. I mean, I've been kind of busy. All right, Clint. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this short. Well, it's just short. 20 minutes is a long time to be sitting here talking about nothing. But yeah, like I said, everything's getting ripped off the boat. It will no longer be a tracker boat. And once we run it and see how the hole feels, we might even add to the hole and thicken. Add a plate down there, weld it, and put it in if we got to, because this thing's gonna be fast. But yeah, if I ain't got any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here and get to working on the next video. I do have video. It'll be coming out after the Alton Classic. The video's doing some fishing in some areas that I'll be posting after the Alton Classic. So my next video will most likely post after September 11th. But yeah, that'll be the first video I post in almost 6 months. So, all right, appreciate everybody watching. And if I don't have any other questions, I might go ahead and hop off here. Looks like this is it. Okay, how do I stop the live feed though? Let me see. Oh, there we go.